Every year, different companies use animals in order to test products and medicine that we use nowadays. This all the time cause suffering and other effects in animals that leads them to death. Today, I want to talk about the medical field experiments that scientists have developed and also what other technologies they have been improving throughout the years. Also, what the cruelty-free testing culture is important nowadays and why people are implementing it and how this could help us to um, create other alternatives to stop animal testing. So majority of this type of testing do not improve human health, and these have been proven by different researchers and scientists, mm, telling us why we shouldn't keep trying with animals and stop using this type of products. So firstly, talking about the medical field, monkeys and mice, as you can see, are the most common animals that are tested in the market most of the times. But scientists have noticed that they have different conditions from humans. We have different bodies, so um, the results that they get in the different bodies is completely different. So here we can see an example that a study that was published by the Journal of the American Medical Association proved that the medicinal therapies that are um, conducted in animals are hardly translated into humans, meaning that we have different characteristics in our body conditions, which makes that our bodies react different and have different effects to products and different medical products too. Also, the former National Cancer Institute director stated that um, for decades they have the cure in mice for cancer, but in humans they haven't discovered yet the cure. So also we could see that um, a lot of this type of studies show us that it is not effective. Mm, Basically, cancer is a really important disease and really mortal disease that nowadays is a problem, and each different type of cancer is treated differently because there are a lot of factors that affect the human body. And seeing that in mice they could already cure every animal and in humans not it doesn't have the same effect tells us a lot about how this testing not always is the best option. Also, there are a lot of advances in technology, and we've seen that they have discovered other type of testing and benefits that animals could give humans, including the genetical engineering, which means that they would start growing different organs in animal bodies so they could replace our own organs as humans, meaning that they would um, modify their bodies to grow other type of things that we need. And then if we need transplants or human need to have other type of things, it would be helpful for us, but it would cause their death. Also, I want to talk about the most common animal testing, which is the trace testing that includes rabbits, that are the most common animals to test with because are the cheaper ones, and also they have a lot of body conditions that are easy to test with, such as their big eyes, and also they could cut all their fur and hair so they could apply all these substances in their body. So here they will start seeing what are the effects and reactions that the body have, mostly with beauty products. seeing if this will have bad reactions in human bodies, and this most of the times cause them blindness, and then afterwards they would kill the animals so they could see what other effects they have in their organs inside, just not seeing what happens outside but also what happens inside. And also, the cruelty free testing nowadays is really important, because seeing all this suffering from the animals, it's really harmful, since they don't respect um, their rights. So here we can see that the use of animals for research in the US, and as you can see, the red part is not covered by the Animal Welfare Act, which means that most of the times these type of practices are illegal, and they are not respecting what the animals need, and they are just killing them because they want to benefit humans. So scientists have get to the point that they've seen other types of practices that could help humans to see if their products are good for their bodies, including the growth of cell cultures and also human tissue, that it's also other type of testing, but it's really useful. And also the computer models are really important, since it is just technology and it is not affecting anybody. And finally, human volunteers, which are people that are able to see what are the real reactions to this type of products, not using other species. Also here, I want to mention that the Human Society International did this short film that is about Ralph, which is a rabbit that is telling his own story, and how he is an animal that is tested in a lab. So it is a little bit long, that's why I cannot show it, but it talks about how his life is basically going into a lab and getting injected in his eyes. He talks about that he is blind from one eye because, as you can see, it is all red because it has been tested a lot of times with a lot of products. And he says that all his family is already dead because of this type of practices. And it is just like an an type of way to show people how this affects in not in like an explicit way, since these images are so bad. So to conclude with, I think that there are a lot of technologies and all of scientific proof that this is not the only alternative that people have to test their products and see what is happening for our own benefit. All the processes that exist and the advances that we have each day is really important to see what other type of things we could do in order to stop treating animals like that, because they don't have a voice and they couldn't see what is happening. So um, the cruelty free products nowadays are really important, since they are tested in other type of things, and this could start helping the other companies to see what are the damages that they are doing and stop selling this type of products, changing all their mindset and stopping this practice. Thank you.